What's going on, Scorpio? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to your collective Scorpio reading. For those of y'all that are new here, Scorpio messages are dropped on Wednesdays. So if that's an energy that you're wanting to keep up with, make sure that you subscribe so that you do not miss out, okay? Keep in mind that these are collective messages, so they may or may not resonate with you each and every time. However, I do offer personal readings, so if that's something that you're interested in, make sure you check out the link in the description area, okay? These messages are not directed towards any particular area or aspect of your life. However, you may most definitely take the energy that Spirit is putting down, pick it up, and apply it to whatever area or aspect of your life that you deem necessary at this time. All right? Today, we're going to be getting into a message of pretty much what Spirit has for you, what Spirit wants you to know or be aware of at this time. What Spirit wants you to know, what Spirit wants you to be aware of, and pretty much just things of that nature, right? So let's go ahead and get into your message. Scorpio, let's get into your message. All thanks and praise to the Most High. You know their hearts, you know their situations. I ask that you give us the cards that we need in order for us to be able to receive the message at hand with an open mind and an open heart. I also ask that you provide me with the words to be able to articulate this message as best as possible, as well as clear anything standing in the way of their clarification, confirmation, transformation, and healing at this time. Ashe. Thank you. Spirit, can we have more cards to go more in depth into the energy that's presented for Scorpio at this time? Thank you. That's definitely enough. I doubt that we're going to need to go in and pull some more, but if we do, then we will. So we got the... Oh, okay. I was about to tell y'all what we had. My bad. Hold on. Let's get all the energy out on the table. Oh, yeah. We shouldn't have to go in and get any more. This should be way more than enough. Way more than enough. All right. So, Scorpio, underneath it all, you have the Ace of Wands that shows up, okay? And this Ace of Wands is doing you some justice, baby. Like, for real, it's just telling you, like, okay, Scorpio, it's time. You got some things that you're passionate about that you haven't been tapping into. So now you want to make sure that you are focusing on tapping into the things that you are passionate about, okay? Not holding yourself up or constantly, like, finding reason to say, like, oh, no, I'm not going to do it. Like, this probably go wrong, or I done did all this already. Like, I'm just tired at this point. I don't even care about it happening. Like, no, we not in that. We not on that. We on get your ass up and make it happen because you're the captain of your ship. Do you understand? This is some get your ass up. Let me light a fire up under your ass so you can get up and get to it with all due respect, okay? Not in a disrespectful way, but it's about that time, okay? We came across the Knight of Discs that was back there already. What's behind that? The Prince of Discs. So it's like you're getting so frustrated in a sense, right? You're getting kind of like discouraged or in that energy of like, no, I don't even know if I still want to move forward, right? But you got to pay attention to all the lessons that are being put in front of you, right? When Spirit puts down a lesson, baby, be willing to pick it up, right? Be like determination. Be determined to get to where you're going. And regardless of what happens or what pops up along the way, don't get discouraged by it. Just allow it to be what it is because it's always teaching you or showing you something, okay? Now, getting into the energy that we do have on the table at this time, for you, Scorpio, the first one that we start off with is the Five of Wands. All right, and this Five of Wands is like, okay, right now you're fighting against something within yourself, whether it's you, fighting against whether you want to move forward or whether you want to slow down, whether you want to stop. It's really given that this energy is presenting itself because at some point prior to now, right, something happened. You experienced something, and it's like the thought that you have behind that is what you're holding on to. So it's giving the energy of like you somewhat holding on to what happened, and you're kind of pulling that energy into your present. So you're comparing the situations like this is the same thing that happened back then, right? And because you don't want to experience the energy from back then, it's kind of like you're fighting towards what it is that you need to do moving forward. Does that make sense? I hope you can understand what I'm explaining. Um, you gotta just, this is why I preach about like staying in the present and recognizing that your past is not your present. So yes, we may have come across some moments where we've had experiences in the past, and because we don't want to relive certain, we don't want to relive those moments or anything similar to it, we pretty much show up like to protect ourselves. So now we kind of close ourselves off to being able to have certain experiences or go through certain things that we still need to grow through in order for us to be able to learn, right? So what you might want to do at a time like this, with this Four of Swords in reverse showing up, is allow yourself to take a step back, right? Allow yourself to, whether it's meditate, allow yourself to, kind of just retreat from that internal battle, okay? That internal battle. Everything always starts in your thoughts. It always starts in your thoughts first. And your thoughts, most of the time, they're not even present thoughts. They come from the past or they come from the future. But when you get control and you recognize, like, okay, right now, my bills are not due right now. I'm sitting here and I'm watching Shawnee's YouTube, or right now I'm doing whatever you're doing in this very moment, right? Opposed to you thinking about what's supposed to happen tomorrow or what's going to happen 3 hours from now and things of that nature. Like, you just put yourself in a position to allow yourself to live, like in the present moment. You understand what I'm explaining? Because if you're not operating in the present moment, which shows up with this Princess of Discs being in reverse, if you're not, operating out of this present moment, it's like, how are you allowing yourself like the opportunity to grow from this moment, right? You're not allowing yourself to embrace every moment of the journey, every moment of your process. And whether you know it or not, or whether you even believe it, that's a part of the reason why you feel so much like emotional disconnection, or why you feel so empty at times, because it's either you're so far in the past wishing or wanting to have done things differently, or you are so far off into the future that you're like full of anxiety and you don't know what's to come. So what is there for you to expect? And now you're not thinking about the present moment. And then as you're not thinking about the present moment, you don't recognize the role that you're playing with the energy that you're putting out, and how you pretty much causing these tower moments to show up, because it's here, right? You're pretty much causing this tower moment to show up because your mind is everywhere else, focused on everything, or maybe even everybody else except for it being here, okay? That's when, like, that you're out of alignment at this point, because now your focus isn't even your own. Your focus is on everything and everybody else. And in order for you to be able to, in order for spirit, God, source, universe, angels, ancestors to be able to get you to refocus on you, they got to start messing your stuff up. Okay? They have to start messing your stuff up. So like, oh, she focused on, or he focused on everybody else's stuff. They focused on whoever stuff. They ain't focused on their stuff. We need their focus over here. So let's like shake the spot a little bit. Like, let's just shake it up just a little bit so they can start focusing on their own stuff, instead of, like I said, okay, thinking about, worrying about, wondering about what other people are doing, how they're doing it, where they're doing it, why they're doing it, and who they're doing it with. None of that, in all honesty, is your business. And I know it may sound crazy. Well, what if it's my partner? Like, okay, yet and still, they're going to do what they want to do, love, whether you approve of it or not. So, like, allow shit to play itself out, okay? Like, it is what it, like, allow it to play itself out. Because in all honesty, say for instance, if you wondering or worrying about what somebody else got going on and who they doing something with, or what they not doing, or whatever the case may be, this is a time for you to reevaluate yourself. This is a time for you to actually check yourself. If I can't trust this person, why are we together, or why am I pushing a relationship on this person? If I'm unhappy, why am I forcing myself to tolerate things that are less than what I feel like I deserve? You understand what I'm explaining? Like, you gotta really be honest with yourself. Nobody knows exactly how it is that you feel. Even when you come and you like speak up on it and you express how you feel, but then you don't do nothing about it, the person that you've expressed yourself to, they take you as a whole joke out here in these streets, because they talking about it but they ain't did shit about it, so they ain't tripping. And at some point they'll get immune to you talking your shit, or running your mouth, or you being upset, or you putting your hands on them, or whatever it is that you do to get your point across, right? They're gonna they're gonna become cool with that. Oh, all they gonna do is holler. All they gonna do is try to fight. All they gonna do is call me out my name. All they gonna do is so on and so forth, right? Which then still puts you back into this battle of, damn, like, what am I doing? Like, what am I supposed to do in a situation like this? You're supposed to choose what you're passionate about, just like it said underneath it all, right? Underneath it all, you had this Ace of Wands, and I can understand why you would be tired at this point, right? I would understand. So you're kind of like blindsided in a way, because you're thinking like, oh, you're passionate about this relationship, or you're passionate about this particular thing on the surface and what it looks like, but you're passionate about like the essence of it all. So I would encourage you to get familiar with the essence of what it is that you actually desire, or what it is that you actually want to bring forward, so that you can align yourself with that, and then start operating in a way that says, or that translate, or whatever, to the universe, like, I'm doing what I love to do, can I have more? Instead of you like, I don't know, like, I'm fighting with myself. I'm fighting with myself about what I want to do or how I want to do it. So I just really don't know. Just keep sending me whatever you got for me, right? Like, keep sending me whatever I'm getting. Like, you don't want that. Get clear on what it is that you actually want, and stop comparing your past to your present, because it's not the same exact thing. You're not even in the same place that you were in when you were in whatever situation you keep triggering up, or did you keep on bringing up within yourself, right? We focus on the present, boo. That's how we gonna move forward. That's how we're going to elevate. That's how we're going to become the next best versions of ourselves, a step at a time. Like, we are raising the vibration, okay? We are not focusing on things that we ain't got no control over. We're not here to control people. They gonna do what they want to do, just like you gonna do what you want to do, and that's something that they understand. So it's all about the level of, maybe it's self-respect, self-esteem, self-love, and things like that you actually have for yourself. So I definitely want you to, like, be more open to tapping into whatever you are truly passionate about, and persevering in that. Okay? Please do make sure that you leave me a comment. Let me know if it resonates. Let me know if you can relate to what I was expressing throughout this reading. Make sure that if you have not subscribed to the channel, that you do subscribe to the channel. And until next time, enjoy yourself, and I will catch you later. Peace.